Um, I'm not going to say you don't want any of those victories, but it's always good to go for the domination because you can literally, it's perfect timing because everyone right now has only one city. That's their capital. And if you can at least take over some people's capitals, it's going to give you a city without having to build a settler and a chance for a domination victory. And I'm going to go with a specific build of aiming for a domination victory while kind of saving our butts if it doesn't work out and going for a culture. Because that's the next easiest, in my mind. But then again, this is your guys' game. So if you're like, know what, screw it, we're gonna go for a science victory just for the heck of it, I will do it. But for this first 15 minutes, I'm going to kind of aim for a domination victory. Like, so what's gonna happen here is we have a chance to build in our city. We're gonna have to choose a production. Um, Personally, we have enough food to literally have our city grow pretty well. We have nothing to really make our city more productive. So we don't necessarily need a worker right away. Now, usually in Civ 4, you always want to build a worker first. But I'm leaning more towards a monument. And the reason why is because that's going to give us 3 culture a turn, meaning we're going to get a policy pretty quickly. And if we get this policy quick enough, we're going to be able to go for the first honor. And the first adopting honor is going to give us a 25% combat bonus versus barbarians, which are annoying. And they're going to help us out with that. And it's also going to allow us to get an early great general and military units gain double experience. So it's going to kind of lean towards that domination victory. And if that doesn't turn out, then we already have a bunch of culture being built up for a culture victory. So it's a win-win situation. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep playing until, ooh, a goody ruin. I'm going to keep playing until we find our first victim. But then again, he might not be our victim depending on what you say. Research. We have no mountains around us. I mean, we have gems, but we're not going to get that for a while. So no reason to get mining. Animal husbandry may be a possibility. I think it would be smart to go for archery right now, personally, just because we're kind of going for this military. If we had a mountain in here, I would go for mining just because that would give us production, but we don't even have a worker yet, so might as well just bang out archery in 7 turns while we don't have a worker. So that is what we're gonna do, and let's get this goody ruin and see what it gives us. What do we get? The secrets of an advanced technology. Look at that, we got archery right away. We are lucky dogs. Let's go animal husbandry because we got the cows. We're gonna have to get that eventually, so let's go for that then. Ooh, we got silver. Silver and gold. We found our first victim, Elizabeth.
We are pleased to meet you.
We are pleased to meet you. Ah, cool. So, one thing I want to let you know, this is kind of off note, but I like these new leader heads in Civilization 5. They're so realistic. In fact, they're so realistic that I feel like I'm interacting with this person and I judge them by how they treat me. Like the Siamese guy, I can't even pronounce his name. He has like this terribly smug look on his face whenever he's talking to you. So I always want to kill him. I always want to declare war immediately on him. But Elizabeth, she looks nice. She looks like the Alice in Wonderland queen. So she's probably not that bad. Her unit came from this way, so I'm going to assume she's somewhere over here. Probably close by. Yep, there she is. She's got 2 warriors, so we can't kill her with our 1 warrior. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play out until we get this monument so that you guys can kind of choose what we're going to build next then in that case. And then that's it. You guys are going to comment below and let me know, like, hey, you're going about this the wrong way, or hey, you're not going about this the wrong way, or hey, build this. Hey, go for this victory. Whatever. I'm going to read every comment. It's probably not going to be very many for this first game because our channel is starting. Just now starting. But any suggestion counts. And if there's no suggestions by then, I'm going to be sad. It'll probably just be our friends anyways. Alright, so let's just bounce through these turns. There's really not much we can do except scouting, see what's around us. It's always good to scout and see what kind of tiles are around you. So I promise this game is addicting, but in 5 turns I will stop. As hard as that may be. For any of you who actually play this game, you know what I'm talking about. There's a few things they need to change in it. Like, horsemen are kind of overpowered in my opinion. They're very strong early on in the game. I like the fact that resources are consumable now. And you'll understand that more once we get later on in this Let's Play. Alright, cool. Now we can do mining. It's only 5 turns. And we'll probably pop the gems in and get some good commerce. Another thing I want to mention before we leave is it's always nice to aim for the best economy you can have. Look at that, 20 culture. Man, we got good goody ruins. It's always good to have a good commerce setup because in this game you can literally buy anything. If you look at this purchasing right now, we could buy an archer for 220 gold. I mean, and you can buy friggin' tiles around your city. So I mean, it's always good to have a bunch of gold. It's very helpful. So we're gonna definitely be pushing for a strong economy. So at clutch times, we're gonna be able to buy much needed units. For our, hopefully you guys agree with me, domination victory. Now we get to adopt honor. That's going to give us a 25% chance, better chance against barbarians. In fact, there's a barbarian down here, but it's kind of iffy on the attack, so there's no reason to attack him yet. I mean, it will give us experience, but with encampments, you never know when another barbarian's going to pop up next to you and kill your units. Units are way... How do you pronounce that? They are much more valuable in the game than they were in Civ 4. You could easily throw a unit away and then spend 3 turns and build it again. Now that resources are consumable and they have a healing promotion, we're going to be using that a lot because we want to keep our units alive. Cool, so we have our monument now. They gave us cotton, so we're going to want to see if we can get calendar. But I'm going to end it here. We found our first victim, Elizabeth. That's where my mind's heading is domination, kind of trying to kill her as soon as possible. But if your mind changes, let me know. Put comments, moderator, email me, give me a phone call. I don't know. Let me know somehow, and perhaps you will be included in the next video as a suggestion. So... this has been Jordan, and this is the Classy Gentleman's Let's Play, and hopefully you had fun listening to me to talk constantly. The next games won't be this bad. We'll actually be playing through it and not as much talking. So, see you later.